Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly share the video. Also, I would like to highlight, guys, that actually our VIP signal this week have actually done really well. Of course, I have to agree that Monday was really bad. As you can see, it was total of 140 pips of loss. But again, guys, this is really normal. You cannot really focus on the losses, ignoring all those profits that we have made in the days after. Actually, the good thing is that 9th of January, the day after, we have made also 100% of profit, and we have recovered 90% of the losses of Monday. Then again on Wednesday, we have actually made even more and more profits. As you can see, big profits against tiny small losses. So as you can see, also even Thursday was really good with only 2 losses of 35 pips and 0 pips of break even. Meanwhile, the other signals done really well. However, Friday also was another good day. So therefore, we have closed this week with total of 116 pips of profit, even including the losses right here. So actually, that is really good. And again, guys, that's how really Forex market works. You can never expect a full profit every single day. Some days, of course, will be bad, but thankfully in Xtreme Trader, if that happens, we will actually be able, hopefully, to recover. And as you can see right here, we have instantly recovered any losses happened. So we hope that you guys have actually closed your week in good profit. Anyway, of course, you guys, if you wish to join our VIP group of Telegram, you can simply contact our support, and you can find their the details in the description below of this video. This is, of course, the VIP Signals channel, and you can, after joining, track the history by yourself to confirm if the results right here, which has been posted, is really indeed the same in the group. So let's now, without further ado, continue our weekly analysis, and as usual, we'll start with the EURUSD. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what to feel about this analysis in this video, because many of our signals are just gonna remain the same. Let me just give you guys a quick review about our signals, which I have sent on the last midweek analysis. So on the midweek analysis last Wednesday, I actually have sent a signal to sell the EURUSD from the price of 1.09840. As you can see, so far it's running in 35 pips of profit. For the pound USD, it's running almost at the break even with only 6 pips of loss. AUDUSD, as you can see, has also been activated. This signal, guys, has been sent on the last midweek analysis video. So far, AUDUSD running in 43 pips of profit. USDCAD has also been activated, as you can see, running so far in 65 pips of profit. USDCHF also activated, running in total of 20 pips of profit. USDJPY also activated, 17 pips of profit. NZDUSD also activated, running in almost 30 pips of profit. Gold has been actually activated, but after hitting the take profit level. And as we know, if the signal hit the take profit level and then reverses back to the entry, then we consider it disqualified because it has already reached our take profit level. How come you are selling it right now? You should not sell that. You should not sell the pair after it reached from the take profit level. So let me just tell you guys something, that for the EURUSD, the signal is gonna remain the same. I cannot really change anything right here. We are still expecting a strong resistance at 1.09840. So for that reason, I would say that EURUSD signal is just going to remain the same as of the last midweek analysis. There is actually nothing can be changed about it. Now for the pound USD, however, it's a different story. For the pound USD, we actually have to change the signal. Let me just now delete the old signal, and let's see now what happened here with the pound USD. So by moving now to the weekly chart, as we can see right here, the last weekly candle has actually closed like that as inverted hammer. Now that means that the market is actually indeed reversing from this level of a resistance right here exactly at 1.27840, indicating so far a weakness in this level. And that means that most likely the pound USD is indeed going to continue the fall. So for that reason, we have to consider selling the pound USD for the next week, considering, of course, that even here on the weekly chart, we're having, of course, a broken level of a support trend line. Let me just show it to you. Just a second, I think. Go to the daily chart. Yes, on the daily chart, we can see it actually more clear. Exactly just like that. Perfect. Yes. So right now, actually, it's not really accurate. I mean, It's not really so accurate, but in general we're having here some broken level of a support trend line that has already become right here a resistance trend line. So therefore this level has already been respected. Also, we have to understand something, that the market right now is actually moving on a channel. Let me just show it to you also. So right here, based on the daily chart again, the pound USD is indeed moving in this channel, as you can see, exactly just like this. And it seems to me like the market is most likely gonna continue the fall, because right here, as we can see, the market was rising on this channel. Then when it reached the level of a resistance at 1.27840, look at that movement. The market actually kept moving inside of the channel without really rising much. And eventually we had right here a head and shoulders pattern has been completed. That indicates, of course, that the market is getting ready right now to make a bearish reversal, and most likely it will break out from that level of a channel. So for that reason, selling the pound USD again for the next week. Now moving to the 4-hour time frame, I would recommend to sell the pound USD exactly right here at the highest level of a real resistance, exactly right there at 1.27729. We have to wait for this pair to rise to another 23 pips, and that is exactly going to be the highest level of a real resistance, since in the middle, right in the middle, we do have, of course, a fake breakout. And if I'm not mistaken, also right here, I think we have I just saw it right now. Exactly. So right here we have also a broken level of a support trend line, which has already become a resistance trend line with 3 attempts, number 1, number 2, 3, even you can see even 4 attempts. So therefore, for that reason, selling the pound USD exactly at the same level of a resistance right now, we can expect a pullback to happen for about 24 pips before it's going to continue the fall, targeting right here Fibonacci 61.8, exactly 61.8 at 1.26723. So therefore we can expect approximately, let's say, about 100 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the resistance at 1.28254, ranging for about 51 pips only. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Alright guys, so for the AUDUSD, it's also a perfect signal and so far running so well. However, what's next with this pair? Actually not much. We can still actually keep almost the same signal with a minor changes. Now as we can see right here, based on the 4-hour time frame, we have of course here a resistance trend line which has been respected repeatedly. So as we can see, the market has actually here created a resistance trend line, and those two candles right here are representing of course a support trend line. So that means that the market couldn't hold the position for a long time. After the creation of the support trend line, the market instantly broke out from this level and created here number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts of a resistance trend line. That means that there is a lot of pressure on this level, and most likely it will continue the fall, considering of course that based on the weekly chart, showing of course right here a strong bearish movement right now, especially these 3 candles, which of course indicates a continuation in the fall after reversing from the resistance at 0.67920. So let's consider selling the AUDUSD. However, we will just made a small changes to this signal to sell this pair again exactly right here. Let me just check again, draw the resistance trend line just to be sure. Exactly, just like that. Fantastic. Yes. So we now, since we actually the market has closed on a support zone, as we can see right here at 0.66858. we can expect a pullback to happen, and most likely the market will respect this level of a previous resistance trend line and of course a horizontal resistance also, and then it will continue the fall. So for that reason, I want to keep actually our take profit level. So therefore we will actually be aiming again 100 pips profit from this signal, and let me just change the safe zone to be just right there exactly, and just change the entry for the AUDUSD to be at 0.67159. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, so now for the USDCAD, again guys, it has been really a perfect signal, and for that I wish you guys can hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and kindly share the video. Now what's next with this pair? Now let's be honest here, if we look at the weekly chart right now, we can notice that actually, you know something, I need to delete the whole signal. Alright, so it will not confuse us. So right here, we had of course a broken level of the support, right here exactly, at 1.33770. This was of course a strong key support level. Based on the weekly chart, it has also been a strong resistance. So as you can see, the market did not reverse at that level of a resistance, and instead it just broke out from it, resuming the rise, and for that reason, it shows right here a strong bullish movement. Of course, guys, with these three candles right here, this actually a very strong signal for a bullish reversal. And of course, as a result, the market ignored the support and did not create a resistance. So therefore, most likely by the opening of Monday, it might make actually a pullback, and then it will continue the rise. So how long it will continue the rise? I mean, what is the target? How far can it keep rising? Well, to find the answer, we have to, of course, use the support trend line, as you can see right here, and then clone this level of a previous support trend line, and just place it right here exactly at this level right here of a previous resistance trend line. So most likely right now it will continue the rise till it reach this level, which means it will continue the rise till it reach a previous support right here also at 1.35545. So therefore, that's going to be our take profit level. So our take profit level has been determined to be exactly right here at that level of a previous support at 1.34792. Let's now discuss the entry. Now moving to the 4-hour time frame. So the market will continue the rise to another 73 pips, but however, right now we are actually facing here a strong resistance level. So there is a possibility, of course, of a pullback to happen at the opening of Monday. So to find the best entry, we will have to do right here, of course, a support trend line, as we can see, just like this. And most likely now the USDCAD is going to make a pullback, reverse upon the pressure from this level of a real support trend line, as we can see. And in the middle here, we had, of course, a fake breakout from that level. And therefore, if the market will continue the fall, it will be respecting that level of a previous support trend line. So to find the accurate level where to exactly buy, let's go to the 1-hour time frame, and right here, of course, we can see a previous level of a real support. Right there exactly. Exactly, just like that. Perfect, yes. So right here, based on the 1-hour time frame, we have here, of course, a real level of a support, which has, of course, been in the past a resistance, even here a resistance, and even right here a resistance. So therefore, if the if the USDCAD will continue the fall, first of all, it will be respecting this level of a support trend line, plus, of course, a previous level of a support. So there goes our signal for the USDCAD, and for the safe zone, it shouldn't be ranging lower than the previous level of a real support, exactly right here, ranging for about 42 pips against 90 or actually 100 pips of profit. Moving now to the USDCHF, which also, guys, going to be remaining almost the same with a very minor changes, because the market based on the 1-hour time frame has indeed reversed exactly at 0.85060, and right now it seems to be running well in the profit, as we can see right here. So therefore, right here we can see, of course, a real support trend line has been created, as we can see, with that fake breakout. So therefore, we can expect a small pullback right here, since the USDCHF is actually right now on a resistance zone. There is a possibility of a pullback to happen. If that happens, then most likely the pair will reverse exactly right here at that level of a real support, as well as 0.85151. We have to expect a pullback after falling to another 11 pips only. So therefore, a very minor change in the signal, as we can see, just like this, and changing the buy price to be at 0.85151, and the signal is going to remain just the same from the last midweek analysis, expecting a profit of 50 pips only against 31 pips of a safe zone. That's what the signal is giving us. We are having here, of course, based on the 4-hour time frame, a very strong real level of a resistance, and I really cannot set any take profit level higher than that. So now let's move to the USDJPY, which will also remain the same, because right here, as we can see, the market has actually created here a real level of a support, and eventually we had here a fake breakout. So the USDJPY has actually been ranging inside of the safe zone before finally rose against above it. So that means this is actually a good confirmation. Now we can expect a pullback to happen, and the market most likely this time is going to reverse exactly at the real level of a support. So we did not know that this was a real level of a support until this fake breakout happened. After the appearance of this fake breakout, now we know that this is of course a real level of a support, which most likely going to be respected again. So I mean, even if you check here the support trend line, as we can see, exactly just like this, or even like this. I mean, no matter how you actually check your support trend line, it will always confirm that the market most likely is going to reverse exactly right here at 144.741. So therefore, again, guys, USDJPY signal also remains the same. Moving now to the NZDUSD, which will also remain the same. I mean, the same level of a resistance has been respected repeatedly, as you can see, and finally on Friday this signal has been activated, and therefore as we can see right now, we are actually on a support zone also right here, so there is a chance of a pullback to happen, and if that happens, I'm not expecting any selling price higher than 0.62701. So therefore, again, NZDUSD still remains the same. We have to wait for the pullback to happen after rising to another 28 pips, targeting at least 90 pips profit from this signal. So again, remains the same. Let's now move finally to the gold. Alright, so now we have to talk about the gold. Now let me just delete the entire old signal and let's now discuss what we can do next with the gold. So by moving right now to the monthly chart. Now I want to highlight that the monthly chart so far by almost mid of the month still showing a bearish movement. So far we don't have much of a pressure on this candle. I mean, for January so far, the gold seems is actually respecting this level of a resistance, and this candle still looks weak even after 2 weeks of January. So for that reason, I would still recommend selling the gold. Moving now to the weekly chart. Right now, of course, we are having here another respecting of that level of a real resistance at 2062.95. So as you can see, the gold has actually made an attempt to break out from this real level of a resistance, which has been created here over the last 3 weeks. However, the candle couldn't reach the higher than 2062.95 or the closing price of the two candles, and instead reversed and went down for about 400, almost 500 pips before make a pullback for another 351 pips. That means that the gold is actually trying to gain some liquidity, and that means that most likely, guys, we can consider selling the gold actually. So right now, I'm not expecting much liquidity on this pair. Most likely the gold is going to continue the fall, but however, we just have to consider selling at the exact right level, because right here also, if we check the resistance trend line, exactly just like this. So from technical view, the gold has actually been respecting those levels of a resistance trend line. Even right here, we had a strong wick at the top of this candle, and then instantly the gold fell below that level. And again, the same level of a resistance trend line has been respected for once, twice, thrice. Again, another fake breakout happened, and again, the same level of a resistance trend line has indeed been respected with these two attempts. So a strong pressure from the resistance trend line right here. So therefore, by moving now to the 1 hour time frame, I would highly recommend to sell the gold exactly right here at the highest level of a resistance at 2062.39 after rising to another 141 pips. Don't sell the gold instantly, guys. Don't sell it right now. Wait for the gold to reach the highest level of a resistance to be overbought, and after that you can start selling it. But selling it right now and assuming that you can take a drawdown of 150 pips is not a wise idea at all. Actually, we have met some members in our VIP group who've been doing that. When I send a signal to sell the gold, they will open the sell instantly, and they say, okay, I'm ready for a small drawdown. Not a small drawdown, I mean a lot of drawdown. I'm ready for a drawdown of 100 or 200 pips, and I tell him, why do you do that? You don't have to do this. You are actually losing your money, and you are risking to lose even more if this signal has failed, because this signal, of course, might fail. We have to always consider, guys, that every signal you are receiving here on this channel might actually fail. So for that reason, again, guys, I would highly recommend to sell the gold exactly just right here at the highest level of a real resistance at 2059.94. targeting, of course, the broken level right here of a previous support, or a key support actually. You know something? No, wait a minute. I want to change my take profit level to be right here exactly. Why right here? Because this is the real level of a support, and I don't like actually to sell the gold exactly right here and take profit level exactly at the previous reversal point. I don't like to do that. It's really risky, and actually targeting at least 321 pips is gonna be enough. However, for the safe zone, it shouldn't also be ranging higher than the previous level of a resistance at 2076.83, ranging for about 171 pips against 330 pips of profit. And there goes the signal, my friend. Signals for the next weekly, for the next week for the USD and the gold. And again, guys, don't forget, of course, to join our VIP group of Telegram to receive these wonderful signals. And again, guys, we will do the best we can to provide you with the best signals. Always remember, guys, that there is absolutely not a single service in this world that can guarantee you a profit. And thankfully, if we had any bad days, we will have so many good days after. And again, remember, losing also, guys, is also a part of this game. And thankfully, we have experience for more than 7 years in sending signals, and we are actually able to recover any losses that might happen. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.